What is going on, Cuffaro? Welcome back to another video here. Today, this has been a highly requested video, actually insanely requested, and that is all my animals in one video. This is all my animals, at least at this house, in one video. Obviously, at my parents' house, which has a betta fish tank and the backyard ponds, obviously, and the pool pond that we're gonna do stuff to. That's all there though, that's another video. Here today, I'm gonna be showing everything that's going on at my house, at least most of it. We're gonna hop right into today's video though. This right here is my 160-gallon tank. It's literally in the wall of my house. You can see through into the office, and you can also see back out into the living room. We installed this when I first moved in here about like 6 months ago, I believe. Cut a hole in the wall, put the tank from the back, pushed it up to the front, framed everything. It is insane. You can go back and watch all these videos on my channel. That video is super, super cool. I'll actually link down in the description below, so afterwards you can go and check that out. Big albino silver arowanas in there, Georgia flowerhorn, a datnoid, bunch of peacocks, 5 peacock bass, a basher, beautiful fish right there. 2 red-tailed catfish, an albino clown knife back there too, and then a Raphael catfish is in here somewhere too. So there's a lot of different species of fish. This tank is by far my favorite aquarium I have in this house right here, because if you're just chilling on the couch, just chilling like this, right? That's like a TV itself. No need for that one. That's TV right there. And right from the 160, hop on over to here. This right here is the Axolotl aquarium. We have 2 albino axolotls. These are one of my favorite purchases I've ever made. These things are way cooler than I expected them to be. They're like baby dinosaurs. Their main diet, for at least what I feed them, is bloodworms, and sometimes they even eat some of these little live minnows. Very rare, but they'll catch them every once in a while. They love bloodworms. They literally go crazy for it. I'll throw a cube in there and they go nuts. Today is not feeding day. It's really, I'm just showing you guys, obviously the animals outside are gonna eat. Inside fish tanks, all the fish have already eaten. Turn the light on in here and you can see they're just chilling. But people love these things. Both videos I've made on these has gotten over 500,000 views, I think. They're both done very well. All right, so Axolotl tank 160. Oh, we have the community tank in your room. It just has a bunch of fish that were in the 160 before. Check these out. So nothing crazy about that aquarium, but over here, this one is crazy. This is our saltwater tank. It's 40 gallons. We've recently made 2 videos on this. If you're new here, by the way, welcome. I have a lot of videos on this channel prior to this one, literally building and getting all these fish and animals. Bruh. I have a lot of videos on this channel prior to making this one of setting up everything that you're watching in this video. So if you do have the time and chance to go back after watching this, go check them out. There's plenty of them. This is the 40-gallon saltwater aquarium though. We just got hermit crabs and snails for this last video. As you see, the snails are all snailing around. The Gary gang, you know. These are some empty shells I put in there afterwards of putting the hermit crabs. You can see one of the hermit crabs on the rock right there. But I saw a lot of comments. You gotta put empty shells that are a tad bit larger than their shells that they're in right now. Otherwise, they'll eat the snails to get the bigger shell, because as you know, they grow out of the shell. So I put some bigger shells right there. Snails, crabs are in the saltwater tank. Soon to come are fish. That's it though. It's a beautiful tank. Really nice tank. All right, let's go. Oh, I almost always forget. This right here is in the kitchen, this aquarium, and it's the longest fish I've ever owned. I've had this fish since I've started YouTube. It was like one of my first videos buying a betta fish tank. This is that. That's my girl Luna right there. I've had this betta fish for a very, very, very long time, and everyone that's an OG or knows a little bit more about this channel than others always comments, update on Luna, because Luna's the OG. Like when we're talking OG, that's the original fish right there. She started it all.
We give her a couple flakes. Come on, everybody wants to see a couple flakes in there.
Flakes?
Flakes.
Fish?
Fish, flakes.
Of course.
Hey, got the flakes.
Got it. There's also like other fish in there. You can see like little neons and stuff. Ready? Boom! Oh, you missed it. She's so fat already though, because I just put bloodworms in there yesterday. She's still eating a couple of them. All those flakes that are going to the bottom there, the crawfish that are in there will eat those. Nick and I caught crawfish out of the canal and put them in there when they were like this big. They're now like this big. Everything that hits the bottom, they finish off. We also got a new thing at the house that I have not showed nor made a video on. That is this right here. As you know, we had this little like bin that held all the baby turtles. They're now all in here. Look at this. This water is heated because it is getting colder outside these days in Florida. This is a Malaysian Box Turtle. My parents' turtles in the backyard lay a lot of eggs. My mom found this guy just swimming around the other day in the pond. But guess what? I found another Malaysian Box Turtle the other day swimming around in my parents' backyard. So these turtles are in my parents' backyard just breeding like crazy. These are 2 that I've found. Who knows how many there are, but I actually did film right when I caught this thing, so I'm gonna roll that clip right now. Look what I just found. Another little baby Malaysian box turtle. This is a baby. It looks like a female. You can't really tell this young, but Looks like a female to me. The other one's definitely a male that we found recently. My mom found one in this pond about 2 weeks ago, and then I just saw this guy crawling up that rock right there from inside, and I ran full speed out here. He jumped in the water, and I grabbed him in the water. But just a little tiny baby Malaysian Box Turtle. We're gonna bring this one home to my house as well until they get bigger, and we can release them back here again because we don't want any predators to eat them. Oh, and it pooped on me. Bruh. All right, got the little Malaysian in the plastic bin with a little moist paper towel. Time to head home. I'm gonna put these back, and then the new species that I was telling you about that I haven't showed yet are in here somewhere. I just gotta find them because they love to bury themselves. Here's a chicken, right there. Hey buddy, what's up buddy? See how mean they are? Oh, that right there, look at that. See how he's biting? That is a common snapping turtle. Very aggressive species of turtle. But yeah, Nick had these as little babies. They got too big for his aquarium, and he gave them to the Cuffaro household. So we have 2 snapping turtles now. This is one of them. Look how dope that is. That's the sickest species of turtle I've ever seen. These are my favorite species of turtle by far. This and the Mata Mata. I don't know if you know what a Mata Mata turtle looks like. It looks like that. That's another species of turtle that I would love to own one day. For now, we got one of these. There's another one over here somewhere. So this is one of them. They're both about the same exact size. The other one's in here somewhere. They use all sorts of little holes. I'm gonna have to actually go searching for them in a second. But this is their new little house right here for all the turtles because it stays warm. And it's staying warm with that heater in there. So baby turtles, good. There's actually like 6 different turtles in there. We got Indian spotteds in there. A good amount of different species. These are all my little friend chickens. See, look, he's gonna poke my toes. See? Look at them all. As you know, a recent video, we also recently got like 13 chickens from Blake's house. They're awesome. They're like super cool. But the front pond, there's Champ the Bass. The water's crystal clear, by the way. And the red tail that was in here, I actually took out and I put it in the pool pond back there that has consistent well water flow. We're gonna see that pond in just a second. I put that red tail in the pond back there that has consistent well water flow because wintertime is coming around the corner. It stays 72 degrees at all times with that hose in there. And that's the reason I put it in there. The hose, the well water, is from the ground. So that stays 72 degrees at all times year round. So putting that catfish in here allowed him to survive through winter. The bass, they can get cold and not die, so Champ's staying in there. Got some pig food here. I actually got 3 bags. I just brought one because, you know, I'm weak and I can't carry 3 at once, so. I'm kidding, your boy's yoked. The pigs are ready to eat. Those are a bunch of random native birds. Can you let me film? They get a little crazy when they see food. I'm not kidding you. All these birds, they all come up and start eating the food with the ducks. So now I gotta get more food so that I feed these animals that are coming from all over to eat. Hey, I guess that's part of it, right?
Just don't poop on me, please, please.
Ah! What? Wait, dude! That's not your food, that's
What?
That's pig food, dude. Dude, you are in heaven, but come on. That's not your food, dude. Get out of there. All right, pigs need to eat. Let me get in here so I can tell you guys about the pigs. So, I have 6 pigs on the farm. This right here is Bubba. I got this pig from someone that couldn't have it in their apartment no more, and it was about this big. Not knowing when a pig's this big, it could still produce babies. You know what I mean, two's the female. Lulu, the mom. I've had this one the longest. That one used to live in the house with me for like a year before I got this property and put him outside with the other ones. One of the main reasons why I bought this property is because that pig right there got the mom, Lulu, pregnant. So they were obviously much smaller at the time. Ended up having 4 piglets. 4 piglets. Once again, all this is documented on the channel. You can go back and watch any of these videos. The first one that came out was Baloo. Not the most people friendly, but she's getting there. These are all females besides Duke over here. This is our only male that we had. This is Pua, and this is Daisy. So we have Baloo, Pua, Daisy, Duke. That's all the babies. 4 baby piglets. They're about the same size as the parents now. The parents are a little bit bigger. So yeah, that's the pigs. And you're probably wondering, how are all these chickens out and Larry still here? So 13 chickens in a cage, or 1 chicken in a cage. And the reason why the 13 chickens were in the cage is because this one is too dang aggressive. Larry has a big cage. It's a big cage. A lot of people do keep chickens in cages like this with no space to walk. He's the only one in there. Larry is just way too aggressive, and I'm not gonna stick 13 chickens inside a cage because one wants to be out and not be friendly with any others. I'd rather have 13 chickens like now, roam around, say hi to me and every once in a while, than one chicken that wants to attack me every time I'm outside. You get what I'm saying? So Larry stays in there now. These 13 chickens over here that are now out roaming around, much better than Larry being out and attacking people. Larry's still here though. We had to keep him. He's a big part of the channel.
All right, you guys. This
David
is
said
my
pick it up.
favorite chicken. Look at his feet. It looks like he's wearing sweatpants when he's running around.
This is the one I grew since it was a little baby. There's two other ones that I grew since they were little babies, but this one is one of them. All right, duck feeding time, swan feeding time. Put a little bit in each bowl, which the ducks don't really eat, the swan eats. This is what the ducks eat. Ducks in charge of the water. Jumps in. So now I gotta throw more than normal. You see how the ducks sit there because they know? The other birds are like, what the heck just happened? So inside this pond right here, there's actually a bunch of tilapia. We stocked this with tilapia, about I think 24 tilapia, 2 dozen tilapia a little bit ago. Now there's thousands. They obviously bred, produce babies. There's thousands of baby tilapia in here, and we use these tilapia to feed off all the fish inside and around the house. I'm trying to get another black swan right now. I see a lot of comments like you should get another swan since the other one passed. I am trying. I just hit up Blake again recently, about a week ago, and he's seeing if he can find another one. So hopefully we can get another black swan. Over here though, our tortoise always sits in this corner because it's shady along this whole side. This is David. David, this is...
Hey, buddy.
We know that we separated them. Larry said tell him why. He's over here and the other one's over there. We separated these two because they're both males, and I don't even want to give you a example. I just tried 2 days ago to put them back and see if they were nice to each other. They charge each other, they bash heads, and then one ends up flipping over and they'll just sit flipped over. Eventually, if I'm not here, it'll die. They can't be upside down for a while. So that's why he's over here, easily can get water, just walks over to like the bank over there. He's been in here for like 2 or 3 weeks now. So until I get some females in here with the other one, Spike, I can't put those two together or they'll just bash heads. But here's the enclosure for the other one. As you can see, it's beautifully landscaped. You got a bunch of hibiscus, some palm trees, provide shade, a nice housing over there that will have a lamp in it by the end of tonight because it is, once again, getting cold. It's still like 80 something degrees, but at night it can get down into like the 70s right now. We don't want that to get into like the 60s or 50s. There's some coverage right there for a sunny day in the summer. You get some extra shade, but this is a dope enclosure all in all. So I feed these tortoises a head of lettuce and some fruit every single day. They also eat the grass, so as you can see, they've got a lot of food in the first place. About to wrap it up here. That was quick. This right here, it's a bit of a bummer because the water is not exactly always clear in this pond. This is the pool pond. I'm actually working on getting an insane filtration. I want to hit up my boy Rodrigo at Predatory Fins to get a dope filtration for this pond right here. Right now, it's just not necessary because winter time is here. I'm just gonna have the well water. As you can see, it's dripping. I'm gonna turn that on even more in just a second. But this pond has all sorts of fish, arowanas, platinum red-tailed catfish, melanistic gar, all sorts of regular catfish, tiger shovelnose, hybrids, red tails. Dude, like, see that red tail right there? See the two platinums over there with an Oscar. There's actually a jaguar cichlid in there too. Tiger Oscars. Here's the melanistic gar coming up to us right here. Big arowanas over there. Huge arowana. But this pond is very static right now. I've got the pump off so that we could see all these fish and turn it back on right after this clip. Like I said, this pumps well water into here. It then overflows when it gets to this height down this pipe into that pond over there. So it's a consistent cycle. This right here is my albino red ear slider enclosure / pond. I'm actually replacing this mulch right here with soil. They can still dig, put eggs in this mulch, but it's a bit harder than topsoil. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is put some topsoil down there and just put a slight layer of mulch on top of the topsoil so that they could start laying eggs. I know they've laid one in the past, but they crushed it. These right here are beautiful, beautiful turtles. As you can see, absolutely beautiful. They've got heaters in here too. As you see, 2 heaters in here to warm up this water at night. One escaped, and when this fence wasn't around that pond, I was like, where's my albino turtle? In that pond, I just saw like a white albino turtle head sticking out of the water. Dove in, grabbed it, caught it. I missed it the first time, came back out like a couple hours later, and then caught it the second time.
I actually remember you telling me about that.
That's this one right here. Almost escaped me one time. I also moved Pinocchio, our softshell turtle that was in that pond, into here because I have a heater in here. I'm not going to heat two different things when I could just put the other turtle in here. Don't be his face. Yes, I got his back end. Yeah, there he is. Pinocchio. You see where he gets his name from, right? That long nose. But we've grown this guy since he was maybe the size of that right there. Very small. That's everything that we have here at my house. Of course, like I said, some stuff at my parents too, but that's about 35 minutes away. And I'm just trying to wrap up this video right now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did go on to enjoy, make sure you drop a like for more videos. Like Larry said, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on by just clicking that button next to the subscribe button. It's a little bell. Click that and you'll be notified every time I upload. Hezron George D. Bernales from the Philippines messaged my mom and he said, Mrs. Cuffaro, I'm shy to tell you, but I'm a very big fan of your son. He is so successful with his vlogs and I want to congratulate him. Can you tell him I want a positive comment shout out? And that is our positive comment shout out today. So shout out to Hezron is his name. As a birthday gift to me, I just want to hear my name be said in a video. Your son is to me is my #1 celebrity. It's awesome. My mom texted me that and said, you've got to give this kid a positive comment shout out. So there you go, Hezron. I appreciate it. What I typically do on this channel is grab a comment from the comments down below that's positive or uplifting. I'll put it on the screen. So if you do want to win a positive comment shout out on one of these upcoming videos, drop a positive comment down in the comments down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to further support the channel, check out the PC merch, top link in the description. But I should really start promoting it because it is dope, very comfortable, whether it's cold or hot out. This merch is absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, until next time, I will see you in the next video. Peace! Thought I was gonna fly over for a blooper, but that hurt. Oh god.